Here we are. It's another Saturday morning. In fact, it's Remembrance Day. And it's time for the MAXMagnoliaShow with Michele Cummins and myself, Curtis Pope. Good morning, Michele.
Good morning, Curtis. Love seeing your poppy.
Yes, I've got my poppy on.
Remembering the veterans, and it's all remembrance.
Absolutely.
And at 11:11 on November 11th, we may say a prayer for everyone, and a thank you and a gratitude.
We will have a moment of silence at pretty much exactly 11 o'clock, and then we'll follow it up some songs, Remembrance Day songs and things like that. And we have a whole thing planned for just coming up to 11 a.m. this morning.
Well, I'm going to have your radio show on all day, so
perfect.
Looking forward to it.
Excellent. Well, right now we have to concentrate on real estate because that's the goal of this show.
Yes.
And I know that today, at least part of the show, is going to be stats, because I know how excited you get about stats. Not only that, she's over-caffeinated. She's coming here bouncing off the walls. It's like a little Tasmanian devil. It's like, blah, 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 like all over the place.
Hackling.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting show. Buckle up.
Oh, he's been trying to contain me there, folks.
It's not been easy.
Before we get into the stats show, okay, and actually, maybe I'm going to save the stats for second segment. How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
Perfect. And go with the flow.
You're the boss.
Go with the flow, Curtis. So don't forget to enter into our Remax Quest for Excellence Scholarship Program. Just want to remind everyone, in case you didn't listen to that show when I announced it or kept up on my social media at the office here, Remax Canada is now taking submissions for the 2024 Remax Quest for Excellence Scholarship Program, which is open until March 13th, so plenty of time to enter. The annual program awards a $1,000 scholarship to 40 graduating high school students in Canada, presented during their commencement ceremonies.
Now, when you say excellence, since I have a child that'll be graduating next year.
Yes.
Maybe. When you say excellence, does that mean they have to be just an excellent person or excellent in school?
They can enter excellence in all those ways.
Because I know Cassidy's not listening. That's why I can throw little digs. There's no way she's up.
I'm going to talk with her later. I'm going to send her a text. She must enter. So yes, excellence in who they are. So the 2024 Quest for Excellence program invites all eligible students, like your beautiful daughter, to write and submit a 1,250-word essay based on one of the three key themes, which are charitable community contribution, the vision for a brighter future, and the third one is ensuring future generations have a safe, secure, and affordable place to call home, which I quite like that one. Don't use ChatGPT, kids.
They're on to you. They figured you out.
This should be your words. See Remax Magnolia social media to click the link and enter. Okay, and I wanted to talk about, I have, my new listings will be at the end, but I'm going to talk about one in the first segment here, because we're going to talk about how to price a business. How to determine an asking price, how to determine the value of a business. So I have listed, check this out, Zilla's Donuts. Oh my gosh, they're so yummy. I had their donuts we had 17 realtors through our MLS tour this last week, and served Zilla's Donuts. Oh my gosh, they're delicious, and they're so unique and so different and one of a kind. Love it. So anyways, I listed that business for sale. So if you're looking for a business, call me today. And it's got a downtown Abbotsford storefront. You can go in and sit down and enjoy the donuts, and it's such a beautiful vibe there. And then they have a secondary location in downtown Chilliwack. It is the newest 1881 district. It's so cool there. And they've got a great corner shop there that you can get donuts there too. So, so we priced this wonderful business at $169,000. It's $169,000. And so what are some of the ways of valuing a business? So I thought I'm gonna talk about it, because not a lot of people know. They ask me all the time, how is that? So talking about how to value the business. So
now,
there are
I watch a lot of Shark Tank.
Love Shark Tank.
Is that almost like a valuation of the company? Like, is that like, do you have to look at that too? Like, we make this much money, but we're making this much profits. Like, yeah, is there a whole bunch of math involved here?
Not a whole bunch of math, but yes, math is definitely involved. So learning how to value it, it's three different things to determine, okay? First of all, there's always is there goodwill? How long is the goodwill? Popularity, things like that. Of course, what it nets. Grosses and nets, but what it nets is more important. So one common method, which is most common, of course, is the value of the owner's discretionary earnings. So it's SDE. So figuring out what that is first. And so how you do that is you calculate the value of your business manually at first. So there's 3 steps to do that. And we're going to first talk about the first most important step, which is calculating what that seller's discretionary earnings are. So what is the SDE? Because many owners of businesses have a lot of different tax write-offs and credits that they have that do not go with the new buyer. The new buyer will have their own style and write-offs. So most experts agree that is the starting point. Before non-cash expenses, you've got to evaluate that and determine that. So like your salary, so the owner's salary, or total of all the owner salaries. How much do they take for themselves? It may be different than what you as a new buyer owner would take. Any perks you or others receive, like personal travel, personal vehicle payments, things like that. Family members on payroll, holding non-essential positions that won't stay there with the new owner, non-cash expenses such as depreciation and amortization, leisure activities such as business golf outings or lunches out with potential customers, charitable donations, business travel that's not essential to running the business. So these are some things as well, one-time expenses that obviously wouldn't be moving forward. So once you calculate that out of everything, second one is to find out your SDE multiplier. So some of the factors that make finding that right multiple difficult, they are the industry. So you have to look at what industry it is, then the geographic trends, so the market risk, and then you have the company size, the business's tangible and intangible assets, independence from the owner, so the owner risk, and then there's many other variables as well that we won't get into. But the third way of calculating is subtract business liabilities. So you need to have, typically a buyer wants to see up to 3 years of financials. So has the business been in business longer than 3 years? What does that look like? If they haven't, how popular is it, and is there risk to the buyer? Are they going to make what they made last year? Are the profits going to move up? So there's these 3 ways of it. So again, you have to first figure out and calculate the seller's discretionary earnings, and then you're going to find out what the SDE multiplier is. And then the third one is you're going to add your business assets and subtract those business liabilities. So once you have that, then typically it is, depending on lots of variables like how long the business has been going, how much they make, and the goodwill and any other risks, is you multiply that annual net profit by 1 to 4 times.
Okay.
So whatever that net profit is, do you multiply it twice, 3 times, 4 times, once? And then there's other variables, but that's the basics of it. If the business has a lot of assets, let's say they have more assets than even their net income, that could be as well. So you have to look at it all. But those are your 3 main ways. And really it's that. It's what does the business make times up to 4.
Okay, cool. So you could go buy the place and have Richard work there, a new company for him. Mm-hmm. I could buy in. I'd give you, $25,000 for, 10% and a royalty, 75 cents a donut in perpetuity. I told you I watch a lot of Perfect. Mr. Wonderful, baby. Always the royalty.
That's right. So you may be picking up a donut business soon here, hey?
Why is it for Richard?
Yeah.
Keep him busy.
So there's so many ways of running your business, and of course having your accountant and a really good bookkeeper is of the utmost importance, and how you structure the business. If you're buying a business, is it land as well, or a building with the business, and is it in all these things. So, but yeah, there's a few great opportunities out there right now, and the best opportunity is Zilla's Donuts. So if you're looking for a business, like a donut
I'm telling you, it's
business.
a great job for Richard.
Oh my gosh.
It'll keep him busy and out of trouble.
Okay, I would love that because one of my favorite things are donuts. I was just talking to him the other day. I'm like, oh my goodness.
I'm not a big sweets kind of guy, but I do love donuts.
When I grew up in the Catholic Church, we would have donuts every Sunday. And oh my goodness, I couldn't wait for those donuts. But my dad said 2 only, Michelle, 2. I think he allowed me up to like 4 or 6. I'd hate to say it. I feel like I ate because all I wanted was donuts. Anyways, donuts are so good.
All right, we should probably take a break now, perhaps have a donut. And if people want more information about your listings, things like that, where can they go?
MAXMagnoliaRealty.com.
We're back with more right after this.